The streets of Vegas.
The streets of Vegas, DJ DFOS. Welcome to a new episode. Today we have Pooltable Talk Podcast in the building. Superstar group of comedians collectively doing their thing, individually doing their thing, running the game right now. So, you know, we just trying to have him on and chop it up with him. We got 3 of the 5, so we got three-fifths of the gift in the building, but we're going to run with who we got. Make sure y'all subscribe and like the page. Make sure y'all subscribe to Vegas Hype Network, Vegas Hype Media Network, network full of other shows, my show, and a lot of other shows you can catch up to. So first of all, we're just going to go around, man. What's up, man? I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Appreciate everybody's schedule, trying to meet up and make everything happen, man. I know coordination is hard sometimes. So we're going to go around the table, man. Just introduce yourself and give us a little bit about you, man, how you got into the comedy game too, man.
I'm Jerome, man. I pretty much produced the podcast.
Okay.
I started off podcasting.
Okay.
As you
I remember
know.
Me and Jerome go back to, you know, I was on his show. He had a network he was building. So we go back, man. We done did a couple interviews together and stuff.
Yeah, and then I got into comedy about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And then, Jay's actually the first person to ever bring me up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's been a cool journey, like meeting these guys and getting to know them over the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
So
y'all been building together, man. Huh?
Yeah, definitely building something. Man, we ain't even scratched the surface yet. We got a lot of stuff coming.
I know. I can tell, man. I can tell, man. What's up, Jay?
What up? Sorry, man. I was trying to get this. I was trying to get this thing set up, man. What's going on, man?
Yeah, man, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show, man. Give us a little bit about you, man. Intro, how you got into comedy and all that, man.
Jay Devon, man. I started doing comedy in the 90s, actually.
Okay.
For about 4 years, from 94 to 98. Then I got out the game, had a little woman that was not trying to, support the dream, wanted me to get a real job. So I did that for a lot of years. And then in 2013, I came back and got back on stage, man. I've been rocking ever since.
Okay. I heard that. Where y'all from? You originally from Vegas, I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Jay?
Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Philly. Okay. What about Anton? What's up, man?
What up, man? Anton Knight, born and raised right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay. Yeah, you got to say Nevada when you was born here.
Yeah.
People don't put enough respect on that.
No, they don't, man.
Yeah. I've been doing comedy about 12 years now.
About 12 years for a minute, then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been in the game for a minute.
Yeah.
And just working with my brothers over here, man, and putting stuff together.
Yeah.
Everybody has different ideas, different perspectives, different all of that. So it's easy to collaborate with people that are somewhat like-minded.
Yeah. And all the creative comedic process too. Yeah, there's a lot of ideas that collaborate and clash and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Whose idea was it to form this, man? Like how did y'all all link up with each other, man? Y'all like the 5-5 of comedy to me, man. Like the Michigan boys, man, of comedy. So whose idea was like, okay, let me put this crew together, man?
It was Tavon and the Greatness' idea.
Shout out to Tavon and the Greatness.
Tavon is Jimmy King.
King. Okay, he's the Jimmy King. Okay.
Yeah.
So he it was like the brainchild of it, or what? Like just kind of. Was y'all out seeing each other like on different like venues and stuff like that?
What really happened was COVID, and it was lockdown, and wasn't nobody doing nothing. So wasn't no shows happening or none of that. So he had the idea, and when he did have the idea, I was just like, why you pick Jay?
Yeah.
But other than that, I was just playing. But I didn't know they knew each other like that. But it was definitely an interesting group because we didn't really all know each other like that. Everybody knew.
We knew of each other.
Yeah.
I worked with Jay on a couple of different shows and stuff like that. I worked with Tavon and Coy. Shout out to Coy.
Shout out to Coy. Yeah. Okay.
But Yeah, the only reason why I got asked because I'm the one that owns the pool table.
Oh, okay. So you was
fair enough.
You was born in the game. Okay.
It's like without me, ain't none of this possible.
Nothing happened. There wouldn't be no pool table
right.
talk.
It wouldn't be a table at all.
At all. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
None of it.
I think I was probably the only one that knew everybody else like that.
Yeah.
Because I knew Coy, I worked with Coy, I worked with Anton, Tavon, and Jerome. I think I was the only one that knew everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I produced a couple shows where I had all the cats on.
You said
he
put you on your first.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you see him?
He put me on it, but he put me up.
Okay.
He put me
Where
on
did you
stage.
see him at?
I pulled him up. No, just nah. You know what? I met Jerome the same way you did. Through radio.
Through radio.
He was doing podcasts. He had me on his Barstool podcast.
Okay. Yeah.
Back in 2017.
Okay.
17.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
And I didn't even know he was trying to get into comedy at the time. A couple months starting to hit the comedy scene.
Yeah.
And then he came to the mic I was running. It was
connected
Baja
to the
Grill, the Boulevard Mall,
Okay.
whatever that.
It was on New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah.
Man, that's a big
And
show.
that was the first time I seen him do stand up, man, and I was impressed. I was like, he got it.
Never know who's watching. Never know who's in the crowd, man. Never know.
Man, I just was like, let me just try this. Let me see. I had my mind made up to do it though, but I had wrote a bunch of stuff, but it's been a cool journey, man.
Yeah, still going too. And y'all talk about like COVID, man. What do you think COVID's impact was on comedy? I mean, of course we know what it was in the world, but like for the stand-up comedian game, like venues, everything shut down. So what do y'all think was the pivot point when that happened?
Book
man?
nigga
Like,
talk.
I know.
Because I know, like, I know y'all first episode.
Y'all didn't see
y'all was
Jerome
talking
point
about
at us
COVID.
like, that's
not a question I need to answer.
That's out of my pay grade.
Right. Great. So what do y'all think? What do y'all speak about that, man? Like, how did
For me,
change things?
it changed a lot, man. I was actually in the process of working my way into a few clubs before everything shut down. So I had to start that process all over again, which, it took me a while to get going again. But the biggest impact was that, man, a lot of cats that was already locked in to, had weeks at clubs, because most times a club has a
schedule probably lined up.
Exactly.
And everything.
And a lot of those clubs closed down, and a lot of the smaller ones anyway, even some of the bigger ones closed. But, it hurt a lot of cats as far as, just like you said, some of these cats, they booked out 9 months of the year. They already got their schedule for every club that they do, and they just rotate them in, so it hurt a lot for that.
Yeah. What'd you say wasn't the question you needed to answer?
No,
We have this thing called booked N-word talk.
Okay.
So
He said we can cuss.
he said we can cuss, but
y'all can let it, whatever, man.
yeah. So we
PC.
whenever some of us talk, some of us can't talk.
Okay. So it might be out of
Not
their
like
lane.
that. I'm not saying
out of their lane.
No, I'm not saying it like that.
I just don't have
but
the
he started
experience
it.
to.
Yeah, Jerome was the one that started it.
Yeah.
He was the one that coined the phrase. Yeah,
Okay,
he coined the phrase. Book nigga talk.
talk, huh? Okay. Out of my league, man. Out of your league.
It's because they was just all in the group chat. Don't you hate it when you get booked for 3 shows at the same time and you got to decide which one? And I'm just like,
I don't got them problems.
all right, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I
we
got
get
them
it.
problems. Yeah,
We get it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man. How do y'all feel about the Vegas comedy scene? Like, how do y'all feel about that, man? Like, cause Vegas is a.
I'm gonna let y'all have that one, man. I'm gonna let y'all at least open up the conversation. I'm gonna
Like,
wait.
what do y'all, how do y'all feel about it,
wait.
man? Is it good, bad, and then like, how do y'all feel about it?
It's no different than any other city's, comedy community, man. You got people that'll look out for you. You got people that, will stab your ass in the back if they get a chance to open up for somebody that's semi-famous. You know what I
Stab
mean?
you in the back.
But, yeah, it's a cold game anywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? From L.A., New York, wherever. It's just you got to be confident enough in yourself and believe in yourself enough to make your own moves and work your own path because there's no blueprint to this shit at all, man.
That's true. You kind of figure it out as you go, man. Yeah. What do you think? Is it love or is it like? Is it love in the game, like for fellow comedians doing their thing? You think, or what?
It should be,
depends.
and you get it from some people.
Yeah.
And you'll know when it's genuine and when it's not.
Yeah.
When a motherfucker just want to ride your coattail.
Yeah.
Or if a motherfucker really wants to watch you and see your growth and all of that, and help you out, or whatever the case may be.
Just depends on the individual, probably.
Yeah, yeah. But you also see the hate, plain as day.
Okay, cool.
No,
because I was gonna try to be PC, man. I was gonna let you, but you said it, so I was gonna be like, cool. You addressed it.
I'm gonna let it be known.
You addressed it.
We out here, man.
I feel like this, man. I used to go really hard, and these cats know we didn't have enough conversations about it, man. I used to go really hard on the Vegas scene, man. Because of that, because of the what I perceived as a lot of slights, a lot of hate, especially because I wasn't from here. You know what I'm saying? I came in 6 years ago, and I was already, pretty solid when I got here. I've grown since I've been here as a comedian. Definitely. I've definitely grown. But I came in here pretty solid already. And then just, because I wasn't, Vegas, if you will, I wasn't getting a lot of the love that a lot of the other cats that was already here established.
Because you wasn't planted, you wasn't born here.
Exactly. Or I just hadn't been here long enough. But no, man, I think it's important, like Anton said, man, you're going to have some cats that's going, I think I'm in a good spot now because I'm actually rocking with cats that I want to, that I like fucking with. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the biggest thing for me was that I couldn't find anybody.
That's a nice thing for you to say.
That's man. I've never, I've been here for 6 years, and I mean, I got cats that I interact with here and there, but I'm saying just cats that I rock with.
I really rock with
these cats. And at first it wasn't like that. At first, and it wasn't like that at first. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first came on board, I was just like, damn, I got to deal with these niggas.
Jay didn't give a fuck about us at all.
But
at all. You can tell by the way he dressed.
No, over the course of the last 2 years almost now, year and 9 months or so, 8 months or so, man, these cats have grown on me. I've grown on them, and we all just, we all got the same, we all got the same goal in mind, and that's just to be the best comedians we can be, to be the best, podcasters we can be, and to just grow, both as a group and collectively and individually. And I think that's important, that nobody's trying to stop anybody else's,
growth,
shine. You know what I'm saying? We
push each other too. We push each other. We challenge each other.
Y'all be banging on each other. I be catching some of y'all stuff, man.
We have to. That was a discussion we had before we even first turned the cameras on.
It was
it ain't no hurt feelings.
Nah, none of that. Y'all comedians, y'all gonna run it, man, huh?
Yeah.
Who is the king of petty, man? Because I know y'all be on y'all petty. Who is the king, man?
I would say Anton is that.
Anton is the king.
Oh yeah. I can't let shit slide, man. No, if it bothers me, I gotta let it be known. Over and over and over again.
Real talk, man. That's crazy, man. Hey, can we get into we're gonna get into a little promo y'all did, the promo for the Pooltable Talk podcast. We're gonna get into the animated promo, and I'm gonna come back and ask y'all some stuff about that.
Oh, okay.
So we'll fire that up right quick.
Poolies, what's happening? Savon Greatness here, host of the Pooltable Talk Podcast, asking you to like, comment, share, subscribe, and also tell a friend to do the same. Don't forget, every Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we go live chat episodes on YouTube. So make sure that you subscribe not only to our YouTube page, but our Facebook page, our Instagram page as well. Me being the only person that's doing promo videos for some reason, like I ain't got 4 other motherfuckers on the podcast. Get to them. Anywho, we want to thank each and every last one of y'all for y'all support thus far. We're trying to grow. We want y'all to help us get there. Pooltable Talk Podcast, Savon Greatness. I know I'm the face, so I gotta keep it going. I know, most handsome. I get it. So just do it for me, okay? Love y'all. Stay tuned. Pooltable Talk Podcast.
Tavon and the greatness, huh?
Yeah. I'll tell you, originally, his feet was supposed to be swaying back and forth in the background.
That'd be awesome.
You
should have did it.
I was like, I don't want to be over the top.
You should have.
How's it been doing the animation like that? Because that's like a whole nother lane, man. How has you been doing that, man?
I just been getting into it, and I just started drawing again after I used to draw a long time ago, but I just got into it, and then I was like, you know what? I started looking into like animation apps and stuff like that, and then I started just, everything you want to know is on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I started just coming up with different ways. I went through a bunch of different styles of drawing these guys'
I think
faces.
you got them now. I think that look, that's a good look, man.
That's the look I want to stick with.
Yeah.
I wanted Powerpuff Girls.
but whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like at first.
I mean, I had
to kind of evolve to where it is now, kind of.
I mean, it had the original, the very original first one was nothing like. It was very just squares and circles.
Yeah.
But then it got, it evolved. And
How's the Pooltable Talk podcast helped y'all so far? Like as a group, as it gave y'all more exposure. Like how has it helped y'all? Would y'all say?
It's helped me a lot. I think I've grown a lot as a comedian from being around these guys. Like way more than I would have if I wasn't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because just being in that atmosphere, you got to be able to hold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like a competitive atmosphere, man, huh?
Yeah. It's like we playing pool, but the jokes is really where.
Yeah. I be seeing it. Yeah.
That's the game inside the game.
Yeah.
So it's like being around these guys so much has definitely made me think quicker and just kind of develop. And then watching them on stage, I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff I need to be doing and stuff I don't need to be doing, shit like that.
Yeah. What do y'all say about that? How has it helped y'all? Like
I've regressed tremendously.
You've regressed?
Right on.
These niggas holding me back, fam.
Yeah, Jay is better than all of this.
Eddie Kane, huh?
Yeah. He been David Ruffin from the very beginning.
Oh my God.
Dude. Regressed, man.
Nah, man. Nah, for real. I can definitely say that I don't think that. I think I was the one that was talking about this a couple months ago. We're all pretty solid stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
So we don't really give each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, like we got to really ask for critique to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we all pretty much not really, you know what I'm saying? Because we all pretty much know we go on stage, it's going to be, it's going to be good. It's going to be at least decent. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we really just having one of those nights, then, we can always, pull each other to the side and just be like, man, you look like you was dogging it, or you look like you was, you wasn't really there or something like that, and everybody has those nights.
Honest opinion, honest feedback, good feedback.
But just generally speaking, none of us are struggling on the stand-up side anyway. Personally, personality-wise, and whatever.
Yeah.
That's all me. But whatever.
Have y'all did anything together yet? Have all y'all did anything y'all did together? Yeah.
It was well, Coy wasn't at that.
Coy wasn't there at the time. But we did. I produced the show back in April, I think. That they was all on.
It was a great show.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Okay.
Actually,
so you produce a lot of comedy shows too, huh?
Not as much as I used to, but I try to do both sides. It's a little bit harder because, like I said, we was doing this right after the pandemic.
Yeah.
So we was
post-pandemic mode.
So we was doing we did a little club. Shout out to Billy Bob Jackson.
Yeah, Billy Bob.
He had a club, and I ran a show there for like about 6 months last summer. And,
was it every week, a weekly show?
Every month.
Month?
I'm sorry, no, it was bi-weekly. I was doing it bi-weekly. But I think we did the last one, or the next to the last one.
Yeah, you did one more after that.
Yeah, I did one more after that.
The club he had on the Strip, right?
Yeah. No.
It was over by Sunset Park.
Sunset and Eastern.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Over by Sunset, over by the airport. Okay. And then when that shut down, but I've produced about, I think, four shows out here. My most successful one was Friday Night Comedy, which was at the old Urban Lounge.
Oh, okay.
Off of Charleston and Maine.
Okay.
And I ran that for a little bit over a year.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Y'all see, like in Vegas, do people come out and support a lot? It's like a lot of people want to get their laugh on, man. Is it like a problem, like pushing the tickets and doing all that? Or do people,
It's a big problem. I mean, even when people want to come out, I was my best, like I said, my best run was Urban Lounge, and I was averaging about 60 people a month. 16, which is decent,
It's decent. Yeah, it ain't bad. It ain't bad.
But just in general, man, promoting and getting cats to come out and it's tough, man. It ain't it ain't for the weak. It ain't.
Shout out to Tavon though. When he shot his special, you know what I mean. What's the name of his special again? I completely
wasn't it great?
Did a special recently?
Yeah, his Amazon special. It's
Oh, he got one.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It was last October.
Why am I?
Wasn't it called Greatness?
On a Mission.
On a Mission.
I got the damn wristband on.
Yeah, I bought it. I bought it on Amazon.
You got an Amazon joint. Oh man, shout out to him. That's big,
but
man.
he shot it out here, and he filled that room up pretty decently.
Did he?
Like it was about half full, and it was a nice sized room.
So was it just him?
He had about 80. It was Anton and Anton
AK.
performed and AK opened up. They were the two openers.
Sweet Lou was the host.
Yeah, Sweet Lou.
Shout out to
hosted.
Sweet Lou.
Sweet
Lou
hosted.
is the reason for Tavon and the greatness.
That's
He's the reason for it?
It's basically what he brought him up as. He can't get no break, man. Even at his wedding, the preacher called him Tavon, and that was his. Wasn't that his father-in-law or something like that?
Yeah.
Even at his wedding.
His ex-father.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even he called him Tavon.
That's
I said,
crazy,
man, he can't catch a break. I'll never complain about my name again.
At all, man. Hey, shout out to y'all merch, man. Let me see the merch. Where you can you find the merch at?
Oh, Pooltable Talk Podcast.com.
Okay, yeah. I see you rocking the shirt right there.
Spring.
It was one person who wasn't rocking the shirt.
You can't tell
I
nobody.
already know, man. Listen, brother.
Nah.
The shirt was dirty because I wore it.
Nah. You knew the day this was happening, man.
Right.
I'm here, man. Look at me.
You are here, which
Talk.
is more than what we can say for the show.
Pooltable Talk.
Yeah.
How often y'all do your shows, man? How is it weekly or what? How often y'all doing?
It's weekly. Right now we on a little break. You know what I'm saying? Like just letting it breathe a little bit and just giving.
Y'all got a lot of content out there though.
I thought we had broke up, man. I woke up to like the group text. And it was like Jerome was just like, I'm just going to start doing some other shit. I meant to tell y'all, but this is how y'all gonna get it. So
I
got other stuff I want to work on. So
it wasn't even like that.
But you know how you read a person's text message?
But that's why
if you see a lot of the stuff I've worked on is stuff for the podcast still.
It is, but I didn't know that. Going into it, I'm just seeing. Oh damn, we breaking up. Like,
nah.
Sometimes
it's the only time I get to play pool.
Like I just needed some extra time to be able to do the things I was trying to do. That was all it was.
I needed some space.
Animation takes a lot of time.
It's not y'all. It's me.
Jerome hit us with, I need some space. I need some space.
Jerome trying to see what else is out there.
And so you ready now thinking y'all breaking up.
Yeah, I'm like, we breaking up, right? And he's like, it's not about a breakup, man. It's me. It's not y'all. I was like, oh, okay.
It be like it. It be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
He's like, sometimes if you love something, you just got to let it go.
If
it come back, it was meant to be.
Smooth breakup through the text message, man. Like, you gonna bust up the group, man.
That's
Jay showed up to my house with a basketball.
I'll play you for your
We'll lose or draw, man. We'll lose
double or nothing.
Jay standing outside with the boombox over his head.
Exactly.
I can't imagine how it is on the set with y'all, man. I don't know how y'all get anything done, bro.
A lot of times we don't. To be honest with you, it's all the way Jerome edit shit.
Yeah, at the edit.
You know,
yeah.
His edit game is on point because we don't do shit.
Mm-hmm. I know y'all had the drinks rolling, and y'all had the Incredible Hulk rolling one day.
That was a rough night. That was a rough night.
Man, I don't know how we got 45 minutes out of that show, man.
Shit.
That show went downhill after like 8 minutes. We was already just,
it got real dark real quick.
Man.
I definitely go into it thinking like, ain't none of this footage no good. We can't use this.
But you got to just record and just see what you can get out of it. Huh?
It's always jewels in there. It's always funny moments. Some of the funny moments are just like some of the moments that can't be shown because it's just like, I don't like, if it's anybody's personal business,
you can't
to the point where it's like they really just telling us that, but the cameras
we forget
still rolling.
that the cameras is on.
It's a fine line between that. Yeah.
So I know, I pretty much know. At first, I had to kind of check with people and ask, but I've gotten to know him pretty much where I know he ain't
like,
going.
hey man, you sure you want this out? Like,
right.
had herpes and gonorrhea. I mean, you want all this out, man? You know
well, Jay put the crabs out there quite aggressively, so I had to just stay with it. And plus, a good joke came out of it, so it's like we got to give him the context.
Jerome never wants to incriminate anybody. He's a real nice guy when it comes to the editing, man.
Yeah, I remember you was doing your I seen your last animation bit, and you said you weren't gonna mention no names. You just wanted to do like the stories.
Yeah.
So I feel you on that. I feel you on that, man. That's crazy, man. Who is y'all? Let's go around, man. Who is your Mount Rushmore of comedy and why? We're gonna start with you, Anthony.
Oh man, my Mount Rushmore of comedy.
Say four people.
Four. Let's see. Patrice O'Neal. I still say Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Martin Lawrence.
Okay. Martin. 4 or 5, whatever you got.
God, so many. I'll go with Richard Pryor.
Okay. Jay?
Patrice.
Okay.
Bill Cosby. Yeah, man, I love Cosby, man. I mean, I don't like all the other shit, but
but he was a comedian.
Comedically,
yeah.
I mean, untouchable.
Yeah.
Patrice.
Bill Cosby himself was a
classic.
Cold one, yeah.
Classic. Patrice O'Neal, Cosby, George Carlin, and Louis Black.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know why I didn't want to put no white people in my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. No, Louis Black. I got Carlin and Black.
And Carlin was cold. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Man, mine is like just going off. Like I know who the legends are, and it's respect and all that, but based off of just laughing.
Yeah.
Like I would have to say Donnell Rollins.
Okay.
Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
Bill Burr.
Yeah, Bill Burr.
And Martin Lawrence. Like
okay.
just laughing.
Yeah.
Like
it's making you
man, enough. Like for me, Donnell Rollins, just his YouTube clips of stand up.
I never really got into Donnell like that, man.
Yeah, Donnell is
telling you.
Yeah.
I never really got into Patrice like that. I heard a lot about him after he passed, but the way people speak about him still, I'm like, dude, I never really checked for. I don't know why, man.
Patrice was a comics comic.
Okay, something like that. Okay,
he had a huge fan base too, but he was a comics comic. Like as a comedian, you just sat down and just went, damn, I wish I had thought of that.
And there's a lineage. He got game from Corey Holcomb. Who got game from TK Kirkland.
Okay.
So that's
Corey,
that kind of passed down like that.
And all of their styles are,
that's how that chain kind of goes.
Yeah.
If I had to say mine, man, I would say Richard Pryor. I would say Eddie Murphy. I got to put Dave Chappelle in there. And the fourth one, man, it's kind of hard, man. Man, it's tough, man. I like Bernie, but I don't know, man. It's tough, man. I would probably have to say, let me see, Richard, Eddie, Dave. Somebody I'm forgetting off top, man.
Just off straight laughs?
Just off straight, well, it's kind of like mine is like, I remember I have a different criteria.
I was going to say, I was peeping your lineup and I was actually just thinking that because like from a fan's perspective, it's a whole different perspective than from a comedian's perspective.
From a comedian's perspective.
I look at, again.
Y'all probably looking at like a different criteria.
Content, exactly. I'm looking at content. I'm looking at delivery. I'm looking at, just again. So
cadence,
exactly.
Cadence,
so all the cats that I mentioned are them cats that just,
they really had all that,
Their writing.
It's timing, the writing and all that,
Exactly.
Honorable mention to Sinbad.
Y'all about to say honorable mention.
He pick no ladies.
I'm going to give you my fourth one. There it was, Paul Mooney.
Jay didn't pick no ladies.
Paul Mooney. Huh?
Ask him why he didn't pick no ladies.
Jay, man, don't do that.
Ladies.
No ladies. He didn't pick none.
Damn. I don't have anything
think
against.
they wouldn't
I'm
go
not
with-
the one that has anything against women. I've booked a lot of women for my shows.
But they didn't. They wouldn't go in that. I don't know if I wouldn't put a lady in with my. I mean, there's some good ones out there, but I don't know if I would put them in.
I tried to do an all woman show and I got turned down by several women who said that was insulting to them.
Really?
They didn't want to do an all woman show. They felt like they could run with the men.
Who was back in the day? Who was the queens of comedy when they did that? Who was that? Was it Monique,
Samore, and
I like Samore, yeah.
Miss Laura.
Right now, Just Niche is she's
Who
a
is?
monster. Just Niche.
Just Niche?
Yeah.
Is she hot? coming
Tanisha
up?
Rice, out of Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, she's solid.
Yeah. And you say honorable mention Sinbad. Sinbad slept on, man. Yeah, Sinbad been around for a minute too.
Yeah.
Been around for a minute, man.
I seen Sinbad about 4 years ago, live.
It's a lot of cats that I know who have never really gotten their just due. That's been bomb. A cat that ran with Sinbad, who nobody might. I don't know if any of y'all know him, but Louis Dix. He's from Philly.
No.
Louis Dix is a absolute beast.
Really?
And he's one of my favorite comedians because he's from Philly. And,
Philly.
I met him early on when I was doing it back in the 90s. And then I ran into him again in 2013 when I got back on stage.
Okay.
And he was the dude that kind of turned around what I was doing comedically at that time. Like he literally told me to start digging deeper into what I'm, to what I was doing or whatever.
Okay.
But he's a cat that just, you know what I'm saying, like.
Is he still around now?
Oh yeah, he's still
really?
in LA working. He's still working regularly. Yeah. But again, he's just one of them cats that's just been doing never really got into Hollywood, he used to rock with Mark Curry.
Okay, Mark
Sinbad.
Curry. Okay.
And it was him, Mark Curry, Sinbad, and I can't think of the fourth dude's name, but they used to, they had their own little crew.
That crew,
back in the late 80s and early 90s or whatever.
Yeah, that's great.
You hear it in there? The Dicks told him to dig deeper.
Is that what y'all was doing? Was y'all pausing me? I didn't even hear.
That was a super pause, man.
My bad.
Hey, I couldn't keep looking over there in that direction, man.
I saw you looking away, and I was like, "What is he doing?" I was like, "Okay, I got it. My bad, bro." Pause.
You can't get nothing past these cats, man. Y'all are fool, boy. Y'all are fool.
Jay does it all the time, man.
He do it on purpose sometimes.
He does do it on purpose.
That wasn't on purpose, though.
Some of them cats walking too, though. If you're not careful about what you say, you're walking to something all day, man. All day.
Oh man, he don't mind it.
Y'all fool, man.
I don't mind taking it on the chin.
Right.
Pause. Yeah, there you go. See, I got it. I'm ready. Now we here. Now we ready.
Man, now he done got comfortable now. He show his true self.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Hey, I come from the era of we'll take it back even further. Red Fox, Eddie Murphy, Raw, Richard Pryor, live on. So I come from that era. Do you think we in a politically correct climate in comedy right now, man? People are so offended right now, man. Speak on that, man.
Yeah, I hate it.
They trying to censor it or something.
I hate it. It's if you're coming to a comedy show, come to laugh.
Yeah.
I believe being offended is a choice that you make.
Yeah.
Because you can also choose to not be offended and have a good time and sit there and shut the fuck up.
That's true.
I can't stand it. Like people, you come with an attitude.
I hate the way it's going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and everybody has to throw out the disclaimer before they say whatever they want to say. And it's just like, dude, if you sensitive, just don't go.
Why come? You know what you're coming to.
Stay your ass at home.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's the thing is like, well, I mean, I don't know if any of us have that issue, but if you go to a Dave Chappelle show, you know what you're getting. If you go to a Chris Rock show, if you go to a, whoever,
but you should figure if you're going to a comedy show, period.
Yeah.
Comedy is subjective.
Yeah,
so you got to be ready for whatever it is that somebody's going to dish out.
But I don't think,
and we're not talking about you.
I don't think being offended, but I don't think being offended is a new thing. Because even when Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor was coming through, people was offended. It's just now we're in a different time where you can post something on social media and make it bigger than what it really is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You can walk out of a Richard Pryor show 40 years ago and go, shit, I was offended. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody give a fuck but the person that you was with.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Now we all got the power to sit behind our keyboards and go, I didn't like that joke that, Dave Chappelle told.
Banging
and
on
it's, and now it's
they blow
out
it
there
up.
in the atmosphere on social media. And now it's like, oh, okay. But people was offended 40 years ago. People was offended when Eddie Murphy did Delirious.
Remember he did the stuff about the homosexual bit?
Exactly.
You know how much flack
he got a lot of flack about that, yes.
God.
But he caught flack back then.
Yeah. Remember the Mr. T and all that?
He caught flack about,
he would get killed for that right now.
But exactly. But back then it was like, oh, okay, nobody had the power to. It wasn't media driven,
right?
We wasn't canceling people.
Exactly,
then,
and we wasn't trying to cancel Eddie Murphy. We were just like, we didn't like the joke, but get the fuck over it.
Yeah,
because he's gonna do another special in 2 years.
Right, exactly.
Right.
And he's gonna talk about the fact that you didn't like
it.
And he gonna double down on the fuck shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now everything is so media driven that it's easy to just put something on Twitter, put something on Facebook, put something on whatever, and create a whole stir about some shit that's really not even a big deal.
And it might be a clip taken out of context or something.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah. What you feel about that, Jerome, man? Like this climate we in now with the politically correct.
Man, I think it's really just like I get feeling a way about certain things. Like like if it's coming from a politician or something like that, that's one thing, or somebody that's making laws, or somebody that's like really affecting, like if it's the boss at work and shit like that, that's one thing. But to literally go to a comedy show, especially, it don't matter who the comedian is. If you don't know the comedian, like when I see a comedian I don't know, I'm like, what is this guy coming with?
Yeah, what is he coming with?
What is this girl coming with?
And everybody's fair game, really. I mean,
like,
like,
if it's something I don't like, I'm like, oh, okay, she's on that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and it's not about, for me, you know what I'm saying? But I get how people get in their feelings or whatever, but it's like, don't go there for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why would you go there?
Yeah.
And then why would you get offended with somebody said at a show that you weren't at, that somebody else
that just tweeted about?
Yeah. And you're like, what? Yeah. The moment has passed. Like,
And here's the thing about that, man, is when it comes to stand up, I believe that nothing's off limit if it's funny.
Right.
That being said, everything's not going to be funny to everybody.
No.
If I stand on stage for an hour and, and I'm in a room of, let's say 100 people, 25 people might laugh at this joke, 25 people might laugh at this joke, 25 people might laugh at this joke, 25 people might laugh at this joke. Then I might have one joke where the whole room gets it. Then I might do the next joke and nobody laughs.
Yeah, it just,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's a chance you take every time you open your mouth to tell a joke, whether you think it's funny. Because that's all we're doing. We're talking about what we think is funny. I don't give a damn which, and I've said this before to these cats who, I don't care if you think it's funny. I thought it was funny enough to say it.
Yeah.
Now, if it don't work out and it keeps not working out, then I might have to, figure out,
change it up a
little bit, rewrite it, or scrap it until I can,
But initially, you think it's funny.
I think it's funny.
And the thing is, you're not gonna know what anybody else thinks until you say it out loud.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then even then, it's how you say it, what you said before and after. Is it you know what I'm saying?
The
like
delivery, the timing.
And
that's like
if the joke even travels, you could do a show and kill in one room and do the same exact set in another room down the street.
Yeah.
And eat shit.
Yeah. It just wasn't the crowd, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not like a singer where, that song is always somebody's favorite song, no matter how many times they hear it.
Yeah. And he's hitting all the notes.
But even with that, somebody in that crowd might be like, fuck that song. I don't like that song. and it's 99 people standing up, getting their groove on this one motherfucker going, I never liked Earth, Wind, and Fire, fam. I don't like
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire concert, bitch.
If he boot, like I was telling, my daughter was telling me about being nervous on stage and stuff like that, and I was just telling her, like, people that are good at things don't boo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I remember you said that.
Yeah, if you're like
people that are, say it again, people that are good at things.
Yeah, people that are good at things don't boo.
Talent bastards.
Okay,
you just like
booing us.
So if somebody is booing you, you're like, okay, I know what that
booing
is.
me?
Yeah.
No, it's just booing anybody.
Get
Like,
your trash ass out of here.
I'm Anton and the Greatness.
Yeah.
you just don't boo people when you're good at things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
You don't do that. You just something you don't do.
Yeah. If you're any type of performer at all, good at anything, you don't boo. Like if you're not good at stuff, then you don't even appreciate what it takes to get up there.
They appreciate,
because you're not
you don't
even
even
gonna,
know. You don't even know.
But it's easy to
true.
be like, oh, he wasn't any good. Like you aren't any good.
That's true.
At anything.
I meant to say this when Jerome was making his point earlier. The thing about stand up is that, again, like Jerome said, you don't know what's funny until you say it. But again, stand up is so subjective because it's about relatability.
Yeah.
The thing that
relates to you.
The thing that makes cats like Corey Holcomb, Dave Chappelle, Patrice, whatever, so solid, and they build that fan base is because somebody is sitting there going, damn, I wanted to say that.
Yeah, I wanted to.
You know what I'm saying? Like
all day long.
I wanted to say that. And that's how you start building your fan base when when you start saying things that's so relatable to people that they go, I wish I had, I wish I had the balls
like
to say
Holcomb,
that.
He says the stuff people want to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that.
But there's another part of it. It's like once you get the people under that spell,
You just say anything.
You say whatever you want to say.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And I love those nights where you could just say whatever you want to say. And you might have one again,
you might just be rolling.
And you might have that one person that's just sitting there.
It's just like, what is he gonna say next? And then they
rolling with you all day.
And you're gonna have that, man. I don't think I've ever had a show where there hasn't been that one person that just didn't want to give me, you know what I'm saying? That was just like. Like I don't, no. I don't
somebody gonna sit there and not gonna laugh at nothing the whole show. Like,
I don't like your glasses. No, I have had people do that.
Oh, okay.
I was saying there's not a show where I haven't had that happen.
Oh, okay.
I've had almost every show. Almost every almost every show. There's somebody who Okay, so I have this bad habit. I have this bad habit of pretty much fucking the crowd off.
Okay.
And then coming back, and by the end of my set,
kind of make back up.
I make it back up. We
as soon as he
we
gets
break
on
up.
stage,
As soon as I get on stage, me and the crowd break up.
Okay.
Then by the end of the set,
is that intentional?
It's intentional.
Okay.
I do it on purpose.
Okay.
I want to see how far I can, get this crowd away from me.
Okay.
And then by the end of the show,
work them back in.
They're like,
he does get them back. I've seen him do it.
They're like, we get this dude. You know what I'm saying? Because at the beginning, I'm giving you the same energy you're giving me. Like, you don't really give a fuck about me.
Yeah.
So, okay, fuck it. We don't give a fuck about each other.
Yeah.
Now let's see if we can figure out how to give a fuck about each other.
Wow.
And 30 minutes later, it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I get everything this nigga was saying. You know what I'm saying? I understand it.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah,
but my goal at the beginning, I don't give a fuck about y'all. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't even know y'all yet. I'm just,
exactly. That's it.
Okay.
I don't know y'all.
We all out here trying to get to know each other.
I'm walking into a room where 9 times out of 10, I don't know anybody. Even when we do local shows, we might have repeat people come to see, people who come to see us regularly. But 9 times out of 10, we're in a room where there's still new people that's getting to see us for the first time. They know nothing about us. And they're already coming in with the, is this motherfucker funny? You know what I'm saying? Like, not,
better be funny.
I'm about to enjoy this comedy show. It's, I pay,
especially black ones.
It's a free show, but I'm still gonna be mad about coming into
still
the free
gonna
show.
be mad.
It's a free show.
Ain't paid
but
for
I'm still
shit.
gonna be mad.
Didn't have to pay nothing but attention.
I gotta come in here and listen to this shit. Exactly.
Didn't have to pay nothing but attention. And you still crying.
Yeah. So fuck y'all.
That's crazy,
off top,
man.
And then if I can get y'all back, then so be it. If not, then oh well. Guess what? You ain't gotta follow me.
That's very therapeutic.
Yeah.
You did what's the name all the time? Mike P. Room.
Oh man,
that's the
funny room. Is that
man? That's a ruthless black room.
Is it, man?
And he used to do it on the regular. So it's
is that right?
It's a lot of comedians that be like, man, I ain't going back in there.
It's tough like that.
Luna Lounge. Yeah,
Luna Lounge. Yeah.
It was bad, man. It was nice where it would just be me and Mike. Like,
really?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, he would do like 30 off top, and then I had to come up and do like 30 after him, and then he'll go back up and do another 20, 25 and close the show.
It's not that they booing you; they just don't give a fuck what you talking
They
about.
don't care.
They just don't care.
And it's crazy because I used to just think it was just they wanted everybody to sound like Mike P.
Okay,
because they were used to him, doing. But there have been nights to where they could give a fuck about him too.
Really?
As the host,
Wow.
We would get up there every Tuesday and have to cuss that crowd out in order to get them right. But they would come every Tuesday.
Really?
It was a show with a cult following, like every Tuesday.
Wow.
And it would just a lot of times be me and him, and it would be crazy because other comics would want to go up, but they'd be scared to ask him for the stage time. So they'd come to me and be like, man, can you talk to Mike and have him, give me a couple minutes, whatever. And Mike wasn't fucking with cats out here like that if they
really
weren't funny. But Mike wasn't out in the streets like that. He had his own little world and he was doing his thing or whatever. I was the one going to different clubs or whatever and, building these relationships with comics and who to put up, when and where and all of that. So
I think that's how we met.
It is.
I was gonna say, that's how we met.
We had to, if I had to vouch for you, I'm like, hey, you better get up there and do something.
If I put my name on it,
right? Yeah. And some comics can get up there and get them, and some can't. And I'm talking about really funny people that would just get up there and just eat shit sometimes. And a lot of times, and I hate to a lot of times as a comic blame the crowd because I would always be like, maybe something I didn't do or something I should have did or whatever. But Luna is the only comedy show
that you can blame
where I could say, fuck y'all. It ain't me.
Man,
it's
no matter what you throw at them, probably.
Right. And it would be like, I go one Tuesday and kill. The next Tuesday, eat shit.
Wow.
But they knew I was coming, and I had to, but it was a way to build tougher skin.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I feared no other crowd anywhere.
Man, bro, it'd be somebody dying right in front of you. You going next, but in your mind, you like, but wait till they get a load of me. They still
they don't give a fuck about you either.
Yeah, you get the same thing the person before you got.
Man,
and it's just like, because you can't get them under your spell because they got shit going on. It's somebody's birthday.
I did
Mike P's room. They ordered something.
I did Mike P's room, and there's a little section right in front of the stage where you can sit about maybe 15 people.
Yeah.
20 maybe, about 4 rows, 3 or 4 rows of about 5, 6 seats. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Them the only motherfuckers that care.
That was it right there.
Right in the front. If you could get
like
you
a
happen to
VIP
pull,
section?
if you happen to pull, and I remember the night I did it, after I came off stage with some cats in the back, that was like, oh, you was funny as hell, bro. Like, whatever. But you couldn't tell they was giving a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't show it.
They didn't show it. They was just, whatever. But yeah, that room is
That's crazy, man. Well, man, we're gonna wrap this up, man. I got one more question for y'all, then we're gonna kind of get into if y'all got anything going on. What do y'all think about in this era now, stand-up versus skits? Like, can you be a good stand-up comedian and because a lot of people are eating off skits, but are skits really, I don't know how can I say it? Do they carry the same weight? It's almost like in the rap game, they say, oh, well, he's a cold battle rapper, but he can't make a record. You know what I mean? So how would y'all compare the skit and stand-up game right now?
Can I do that first? You go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I think it depends on the person. Like, I've seen a lot of comedians start going that route in order to build a fan base, especially like on social media or whatever. And I think that's better than someone starting out doing skits and then you have thousands of followers and people say, oh, he's got to be a funny stand-up, so let's book him here. And you get up on stage with that same goofy ass skit shit,
but it doesn't always translate,
and it's terrible.
Hardly ever.
Right.
Okay.
And that's the thing, if you're gonna be a comic and then you go that route, cool. But to say, oh, I got so many followers from me doing these skits and stuff online, stand-up comedies, it should be just as easy.
They think it's a home run, but it ain't.
And it's not.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's not at all. So it's just about respecting the game, man. Like, period. If that's what you want to get into it. But don't base your wanting to be a stand-up comic on your success in doing sketches. There's two totally different worlds.
And I think the sketch game, that era was before, like, a lot of cats that been in the game. They paved their way another way, and then, like, the sketch stuff is relatively new.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If you look at shows like In Living Color, all of them were already stand-up comics.
Right.
And they got into the whole sketch comedy thing back then.
But they could do it.
But
then.
But they were all still strong comics.
That's true. That is true.
I think that's the biggest thing right there, man. It's hard. It's not hard, but understand that, first of all, people's attention spans ain't shit.
Right.
And it's micro content. It's micro content.
So when you put out I'm gonna be honest, I can't watch a skit past, I can't watch those long ass skits. And then some of them are good, but when they start getting dragged out to 5, 6 minutes, it's like
they overdoing it.
If you 2 minutes would be
exactly pack it. If you can pack it into about 2 minutes, I might give you that.
Right.
I like whatever. When you stand on stage, especially if you are of a feature headliner level, you on stage for 45 minutes.
45 minutes. That's an eternity compared to that 2 minutes.
So if you got 12 30-second to a minute skits, once you burn through those, whatever you want to talk about in regards to those, because again, they don't translate. They just don't translate. It's very rare that I've seen a cat do skits and then take those skits and the other way around, you can do it.
The other way around.
They got They got the show called Laugh Tracks. Laugh Tracks takes people's material and then turns it into visual.
They chop them up, like,
whatever. They show you what the visual of it would be.
Oh, okay.
But the other way around is tough to do. So if you don't have the ability to stand on stage, and I've been saying this more recently than anything, it's not even about being funny. It's about being relatable.
Relatable, right?
You can stand on stage and talk.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you gotta, you gotta be funny at some point. But I'm saying, you can stand on stage and you can tell a story for about 45 seconds. You got where people will just sit there and listen to you, and then boom, you gotta say something funny, for them to want to continue to listen to you. But as long as you can find a way to be interesting enough for them to get to the funny, then that's it. You can't do that with skits. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that with skits. You know what I'm saying? Skits, you gotta be popping. And then a lot of times the personalities that you see in the skits aren't the stage personalities.
I noticed that.
Which is why we've been wanting to do them, and I want to do them, but again, I want my personality like it is right now. This is my personality all the time. You know, when I'm on stage, I might crank it up just a little bit, just because talking in my normal voice is not normal at a comedy show. Okay. So I got to jack it up to about a 12.
Couple
you know what I'm saying? Couple notches over 10 to make it look normal to the people sitting out in the audience. But in a skit, it's you got to do extra to sell it. You know what I'm saying? When you get on stage, if you don't have that same energy, they looking at you like, well, this ain't the nigga in the skit.
This ain't the
you know
right.
I want to see the nigga with the big eyes and the goofy ass, face and shit like that. Exactly.
What you talking about, Willis?
Shucking and jiving.
Say it.
Shucking and jiving.
What you got anything to say about the skit game and comedy, Jerome?
Yeah, man. It's just, to me, it's it's just two completely different muscles. You know what I'm saying? And
that's what I
the
thought,
thing with the skits is you're not getting that instant feedback, so you can put that whole thing together, do the editing and all of that. When you on stage telling a joke, especially a joke that has like a build up to it or something. And when you're writing that joke, you're hearing the laughs. Okay. And so when them you hitting them checkpoints and them laughs ain't coming. You're like, oh, they don't give a fuck about this. So this ain't even about to pay off. It's rough to go to the next part and the next part and just sit there and eat that. And then you trying to push buttons to see how can I get them back. And then if it don't ever come back and you have that bad set, man, that's way worse than sitting there writing a skit that don't get likes or whatever. Because that instant feedback is everything.
It's probably worse as doing stand-up than bombing on a skit. It's worse because
that's what I'm
saying.
Up
there longer.
Because you bombing while you bombing. Like you put the skit out there. You don't know how people are reacting to it. People might give you the laugh emojis or the likes or whatever.
But it's the same. But it's the same thing because again, until you put it out there, you don't know how they're gonna respond.
Yeah, but it's still easier to take.
It's the difference between an instant response and
than being in the middle of this joke and being halfway through the joke and understanding they don't give a fuck about it.
There's nothing worse than writing something at home and standing in your mirror and and thinking like this shit gonna kill.
And
I know this gonna kill.
Man, I bailed on jokes before.
Really?
I definitely. I've been like,
but like Anton said, you can do that same joke in another room and it kills.
You ever bailed on a joke?
No. Oh, I don't bail on jokes, bro.
I bailed. I'm like, they don't give a fuck.
You gonna get everything. You
gonna out of it? Yeah. Wow.
I have pulled tags. Like I've done the punchline, and if the punchline didn't hit, I won't do the tag. I'll just go to the next. I'll just go to the next joke. But I don't bail on a joke in the middle. I'm gonna finish it out to the punchline, and then if whatever is.
I'll bail out and go to crowd work in a minute. Some shit don't work out.
See, so what you do for a living?
Where the fuck you from?
That's crazy, man. Well, hey, man, it was glad y'all stopped by, man. We could keep going with this, man. Y'all fool, man. I really enjoyed y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. We had, like I said, we got 3 out of 5, but man, we'll take what we got here, man. Appreciate Quan, man. We gonna drop a commercial after we get done with this, but tell us anything else we need to know about y'all, man. We can catch y'all Pooltable Talk Podcast on YouTube. On Instagram. Y'all got any shows coming up? Anything
coming up? You can get merch on pooltabletalkpodcast.com.
Okay, get the merch. Okay, anything else, man, we need to know? Jay, you got the Laugh Stop coming up?
I got the Laugh Stop coming up.
Okay. That's in Boulder?
I'll be in Boulder.
Okay.
Boulder City, Monday night, 9:30 p.m. at the Backstop Sports Pub. Backstop Bar and Grill, Backstop Porch.
I don't know, man. I've never been there, bro.
Okay.
And then next Friday, man, I'll be at 27th. I'll be at Ferguson's downtown.
Okay.
For Don't Tell Comedy.
Don't Tell. Okay. Yeah. Anybody else got anything y'all want to plug right now?
Brother. I ain't got nothing. I got nothing.
Okay.
I'll be doing some cartoons. I got some cartoons coming out for you. Peep the cartoons.
Me and Dro got some stuff coming too, man. We got a little project that we working on too, man. That's going.
Once again,
nice,
shout
man.
out to Tavon and the greatness and Coy. Couldn't make it, man. Streets of Vegas, Pooltable Talk Podcast, Vegas Hype Media Network, and we out, man. We're gonna drop this commercial, man. Phat Snackz. If y'all looking for a good place for lunch or dinner, check out Phat Snackz, man. They on Rainbow and across from the Santa Fe. So we check it out. Streets of Vegas.
Welcome to Phat Snackz, where we love to cook for those who love to eat. My name is Monica Lockwood, co-owner with my husband Robert Lockwood. Thanks for coming.
Everybody, it's Chef Rob in the building right here at Phat Snackz, 5081 North Rainbow, Suite 100. We in here putting it down like we do every day, man, Monday through Saturday, man. Cook for those who love to eat, and our whole job is just to see people happy. We want them to feel ecstatic when they leave here because of the amazing meals that we put out daily to keep people happy.